Welcome to the library, Cameron.
Thanks, I love being here.
Well, there's something really cool going on at a library, but not this library.
You mean like the Norristown Library?
I think so.
Then you must be talking about the Comic-Con.
You're so right. How'd you know?
Because I went to it last year.
Did you really?
Yeah, I volunteered there.
Wait, so then maybe you can tell us some more information.
Okay, well, we have some panels, workshops, and there's a lot of cool art booths selling some of their stuff. It's like a really cool, fun time.
That's awesome. I think we had people who were kind of in charge of it, so a little higher up than you, talking about it for an interview.
Ooh, then we should go hear what they have to say.
Let's check it out.
Hey, I'm Mike Berkowitz. Here I'm talking to John and Angela about the Monco Comic-Con. So, tell me about it.
Well, the Monco Comic Con is a the Monco Comic Fest is we try to keep it legally distinct from a certain event in California that shall be nameless. Well, it's a local comic convention put on by the Montgomery County Norristown Public Library. This is our second shot at it, and last year when we held it, it was the most well-attended event that the library put on, and we're looking to repeat and possibly exceed that. So.
All right, so instead of spoiling what's going to happen this fest, can you tell me what happened last year?
Last year was really cool. We had so much going on. We had panels, we had workshops, there's a whole room for Artists Alley. I was working and I took my lunch break and just walked around because there was so much to see. There was not enough time to see it all, for me at least. But there's just so much to do, and the workshops were amazing, and we're repeating some of them again this year. Our drawing workshop was done by a man named Kevin Bowen. He's a local artist, and he did such a great job.
So what do you think your favorite event was?
To be honest, I love artist alleys. I love walking around and seeing the different things and talking to the artists and seeing just all the creativity they have. And since they're all local artists, it's really cool because they're local. They talk about, oh yeah, I come here, but they also travel to other cons. And
Nice. So what was your favorite event?
Oh, I'm with her as far as it's for me. It's all about the stuff. But because I like walking around the Artist Alley, and but really I can't really emphasize the drawing workshops enough because Kevin Bowen is such a talented guy and he's such a good teacher, and a lot of people came away with who came to the convention wanting some tips on how to draw and how to present for comics, and he really did such a great job with it, and he's going to be back again, so we're looking forward to seeing more of that.
another repeat workshop that we're doing is about using superheroes in a theater setting. So we have someone who does educational theater who's going to be in talking about how you can look at superhero characters, but from a theatrical point of view, which I think is a really different thing.
Cool. So you said you can learn how to draw. So is it all ages or it'd be advanced?
Oh yeah, we do have all ages programs. We do have stuff that for the kids to enjoy. It's a family event, and as well as stuff for adults. And
it's free.
It's free.
Which is really important because even local cons in this area that are bigger, they still cost a lot of money to go to. And a lot of times, you're looking at the event and you're like, is it worth $50 to go? And it's tough. And if you have to travel for it, to the really big ones, that makes it even kind of more of a hassle. But we're putting on the same thing on a smaller scale, but it's free and it's local.
Nice. So what other kind of events besides art do you guys have here?
Well, we're in the process of scheduling our panels. Last year, we had panels on diversity in comics, costume design, and
creating stories, and a question and answer where we just let the audience kind of ask questions of a group of our attendees.
Yeah, and getting your work published. There was a lot of interest in that one.
Who do you think was your most interesting panel?
You know, it's funny because they all came so prepared. So I think the diversity in comics had a lot of passion behind it. The people who were on the panel really had a lot to say about it. Although I think the publishing was probably the one that people kind of were most interested in coming to. And the cosplay is always interesting. They really can do some magic with that.
So if you could have like a celebrity guest to come in for a panel, who would it be?
Oh, I mean, there's so many names. I'm a big cartoon fan, so I would probably want some of the big voice actors. That would be kind of my go-to, but
Yes.
Honestly, I'm more of a movie geek. My dream guest would be someone like who'd done work on the Marvel movies. Of course, that's a little beyond our budget at the moment.
Yeah, a
But,
little.
you know,
I don't know, maybe you write him a nice email. And maybe
very nice.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would have to be very nice.
Yeah. All right, so what can I expect going into this year's fest?
just be prepared to see a lot of people who love nerdy things and to get to walk around and meet people who like the same things you do maybe and get to see artists and participate in games and just be hanging out with some cool people doing some cool stuff.
So how is this year's going to be different than last year's?
I think this year we're specifically making some area, the children's area, a little more built up because last year it was really a busy area, but maybe without the attention. So,
And we're definitely taking the lessons we learned last year and taking them forward. That's for sure.
I think we also have some bigger vendors this year because last year I think we mostly just had artists, and this year we have we're being sponsored by Gamers Heaven. Our other sponsor is the Friends of the Library, but Gamers Heaven will be there. We're having a comic book shop called Amalgam. You might have heard of it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then Books A Million, which has a really heavy emphasis on a lot of comic books. They're going to be there.
So when and where is this going to be again?
It's on April 22nd. It's going to be from 10 to 3, and it's at the Norristown Public Library.
Is there anything you'd like to add about this year's fest?
It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's free.
Yep.
All right.
And we want to see you there.
All right, well, I'm Mike Berkowitz. I talked to John and Angela about this year's Comic Fest. And back to our hosts.